Did you know the average American family spends over $1,000 a year on groceries without buying more? The harsh truth is we're quietly paying for brands, packaging, and ads, not real quality. That's why your grocery bill feels harder to swallow, even when your cart's nothing special. But things change today. We'll uncover 10 Sam's Club products that outshine big brands in price and quality. Not just cheap is fine, but the kind that makes you wonder, why did I pay double for the same thing just for a familiar name? Number 1 is so good, people stock up on 6-packs at once, fearing it'll vanish. Ready? Drop the highest amount you've ever shelled out for a single grocery trip in the comments. 10. Members Mark pillows. When it comes to pillows, many Americans are swayed by names like Tempur-Pedic, Macy's, or Target. But a secret's leaking among savvy shoppers. Members Mark. Pillows from Sam's Club are sparking a quiet craze, and they deserve it. At first glance, they're unassuming. But lay your head down, and you'll see why people grab 3 or 4 packs after trying one. Soft, supportive, and they don't flatten like pricier models after a few weeks. It's the kind of pillow that makes you think, this is sleep. No luxury brand is needed. No glittery springs or glossy packaging. Members Mark delivers what matters. Real quality at a price so low you'll think the tag's a typo. Compared to big brands, their prices can be double or triple. Yet the sleep experience? Equal, if not better. That's why this pillow is stealthily shaking up the mid-range market. Want something truly worth your money? Something that feels like a smart buy every night? Members Mark ends restless nights battling stiff, hot, or just plain bad pillows you thought were premium. Skeptical? Try one. But beware. 1 pack won't cut it. A great sleep isn't worth compromising. 9. Members Mark paper towels. Thought Bounty was the king of paper towels? That their quicker picker-upper stood for strength and durability? Members Mark paper towels from Sam's Club will make you rethink everything. No million-dollar ads, no movie stars wiping counters on TV. Yet this product is steadily elbowing out pricier brands from practical shoppers' carts. Why? It does exactly what a paper towel should, and better than you'd guess. Thick, super absorbent, tough when wet, and doesn't shred when you scrub hard. Spilled sauce, grease, or a syrup disaster on hardwood? Members Mark wipes it clean like a pro, feeling premium without the premium price. One commenter put it, "I swore by Bounty. Now I swear I'll never go back." It's not just quality, it's the receipt. More rolls, thicker sheets, and a way lower price. It's math you can't argue with. Members Mark gives you more for less. Using these rolls isn't just convenient. It's about reclaiming your spending in an inflation-driven world. It's realizing you don't need a famous logo to live clean, smart, and well. Next time you reach for Bounty out of habit, think twice. You're not buying paper towels for a slogan. You're buying to clean your life. Members Mark does it so well, you'll wonder why you didn't know sooner. 8. Members Mark butter croissants. If you've ever paid $5 for a croissant at a fancy cafe, only to bite into a dry, crumbly mess and sigh, "I just got ripped off." Here's good news. Members Mark butter croissants at Sam's Club won't just stop your regrets. They'll make you question why you ever put up with luxury baked goods that taste like forgotten bread. One look, and you know it's something else. Golden brown crust, delicate layered flakes, and a buttery aroma like you've stepped into a French bakery. But the real moment? Your first bite. Crispy outside, soft inside, lightly rich, melting in your mouth. A rare bliss you wouldn't expect from a wholesale club. The quality stuns, but the price is a happy shock. 12 hefty croissants, each big enough for 2 light breakfasts, at less than half the cost of bakery ones. While cafe chains peddle dry, tiny, overpriced croissants with nothing but a high price tag, Sam's Club quietly wins over those who care about substance. Think it's cheap because of bulk? Freeze half the batch, reheat after a week, and you'll still get puffy crusts and rich buttery flavor unchanged. Quick, classy breakfast without leaving home. That's the secret smart shoppers feel they've cracked. So next time you pass the bakery section at Sam's Club and catch that sweet, buttery pull, don't resist. Try them. But fair warning, 1 box might not cut it. Once you bring them home, your family will think you ordered from a French patisserie. And after that, no one's going back to the hollow croissants from coffee chains. 7. Elvia Munster Cheese. Think great cheese has to come from pricey brands, fancy packaging, or a high-end supermarket's glass case? Get ready to rethink everything. Elvia Munster from Sam's Club proves quality isn't about the wrapper. It's about the sweet, melty flavor in every thin slice. Elvia Munster isn't flashy or hyped, but slice it, and a gentle, creamy aroma wafts out, like a French kitchen baking on an autumn afternoon. Pop it in your mouth and it's smooth, melting evenly. Not sharp, not too salty. It elevates a sandwich, anchors a burger perfectly, or stands alone as a savory snack you savor. The real kicker? Price. Compared to pre-sliced cheeses from big brands, often thin, chewy, and more artificial than milky, Elvia Munster shines. Not just in taste, but in value. You get a fresh block, easy to store and versatile for breakfast, snacks, parties, or just pre-sliced in your fridge, ready like a little gift each time you open it. Many first-time buyers return for more, not for a sale, but because once you're used to cheese melting just right, those bland packaged slices won't do. 6. Gatorade 24-pack. Ever grabbed a Gatorade at a gas station to quench your thirst, then flinched at a $5 bill? You're not alone. Millions of Americans make that mistake daily, paying a premium for fleeting convenience. Sam's Club offers a smarter way to hydrate without draining your wallet. A 24-pack Gatorade case. For the price of a few single bottles at a convenience store, you bring home a colorful stash lasting weeks, or fueling your kid's soccer team. It's not just a drink. It's a way to break impulsive spending habits where every chilled bottle in a cooler costs like a cocktail. The quality? Identical. Same zesty orange or lemon lime taste, same electrolytes you know, but at a fraction of the per-bottle cost. A financial no-brainer for gym-goers, road trips, or anyone bored of plain water. Here's the moment factor. Buying single bottles, you pay for urgency, not quality. Sam's Club's Gatorade case frees you from the rushed spending trap, shifting to planned shopping. One warehouse grab beats weekly store runs, faster, cheaper, and no more small costs adding up to a big hit. People say they start with a case for the kids' games. Then it becomes a household staple. With Gatorade in your car or fridge, you skip overpriced buys elsewhere. You're in control. You save. And best of all, you get that refreshing kick without guilt when you see the receipt. 5. Members Mark hand soap. Some products seem so small, so ordinary, like the hand soap by your kitchen sink. But these little items quietly chip away at your budget if you choose wrong, especially if you believe only big names like Soft Soap or Dial belong in your bathroom. The truth? Many families have switched to Members Mark hand soap from Sam's Club and aren't looking back. Why? It works just as well, feels better to use, and costs nearly half as much. Big bottles, silky texture, gentle fragrance, no chemical aftertaste or slimy feel like cheap brands. Each pump delivers a truly clean sensation, not just for germs but for your finances. At a shockingly low price for 2 large bottles, you save big without sacrificing experience. Some assume cheap soap must be watery or it needs 2 pumps to work. Members Mark proves otherwise. Thick, foamy, with a subtle scent that makes guests think you're using boutique soap from a specialty shop. One buyer wrote, "I put it in the guest bathroom. Friends asked where I got it. When I said Sam's Club, they didn't believe me." That's the real strength. Classy, discreet, and economical. No neon colors or cartoon characters, just results where and when you need them. Bonus? 1 bottle lasts a month or more for smaller households. Compared to constantly refilling fast emptying or too pricey to use freely soaps, this is a true long-term investment. 4. Members Mark mini cheesecakes. Some desserts make you pause mid-bite, close your eyes and whisper, "How is this so good?" That's exactly what happens with your first Members Mark mini cheesecake. If you think these tiny treats are just snack fodder, you're underestimating them. Each mini cheesecake is a perfect blend of creamy richness, subtle sweetness, and a silky melt-in-your-mouth feel. The magic isn't in toppings or presentation. It's the bold cream cheese layer, crisp just right crust, and a balanced harmony that feels crafted in a high-end New York bakery. Yet, you get a tray for the price of 2 slices elsewhere, planning for holidays, birthdays, or family gatherings. These are a no-brainer. But the truth is, most won't leave your kitchen. Chilled in the fridge, grabbed at 10 p.m. after a long day, you'll stand by the fridge, fork in hand, swearing, just one, then two, then three. A Reddit user quipped, "Bought a box for guests. They didn't make it to the party. I ate half." Honestly, that's the vibe for thousands who've tried them. These aren't just desserts. They're a reminder quality doesn't need a luxury price tag. If you've spent $25 for 6 cheesecakes at a bakery, seeing a tray of 63 minis for less than half, that feels like legally cheating the system. 3. Members Mark liquid detergent. Think pricier detergent means cleaner clothes? Pause for a second. Members Mark proves otherwise. With half the cost, you can wash as well as Tide without being reeled in by its hype. Big brands make you believe cleaning power lies in flashy bottles or prime-time ads. But look closer. What really cleans your clothes isn't a logo. It's real performance. That's what Members Mark delivers. No overpowering scent, no watery formula, no need to double the dose for results. One user shared they saved nearly $80 a year just by switching to Members Mark detergent. But numbers don't tell the full story. What keeps people from returning to old brands? They don't need to. Gentle fragrance, deep cleaning, no irritation, no chemical residue on fabrics. It feels like a homemade product, but is rigorously researched and tested, even holding its own against top brands in independent tests. Clean clothes aren't a luxury for those who pay more. They're a basic right for smart shoppers. You don't need a famous detergent to feel ad-level clean. Just head to Sam's Club, grab a Members Mark jug, and know you've made a savvy move for your family's budget. 2. Members Mark Ultra Premium Toilet Paper. Still loyal to big-name toilet paper brands because of cute bear ads? It's time to check your grocery bill. Members Mark Ultra Premium. Toilet paper isn't just a budget pick. It's a blunt answer to why pay more for the same thing. The truth is, with big brands, you're footing the bill for what you can't see. Massive marketing budgets, glossy packaging, and TV campaigns. Meanwhile, Members Mark quietly outshines them in real performance. Soft, strong, no crumbling, and far cheaper. One user said, "I switched to Members Mark once and never looked back. What I thought was great for years was just brand hype." They're right. Blind test most shoppers, and many can't tell the big name from Members Mark. Some even prefer Members Mark for comfort. It's not just a few bucks saved per trip. For a family, it's hundreds yearly. Toilet paper isn't a luxury, but pick wrong, and your wallet unravels faster than a cheap roll. Notice the size. Members Mark rolls are thicker, longer, and have more sheets. You change rolls less, buy less, and save more. No ad needed. Just feel it after a few uses. 1. Members Mark Rotisserie Chicken. If one item keeps people renewing their Sam's Club membership, it's the Members Mark Rotisserie Chicken. No loud marketing, no flashy promos, just an irresistible aroma from the hot food counter that steers carts its way. But this isn't just quick dinner fare. It's a quiet manifesto for smart shoppers. I won't be overcharged for smaller, drier, twice as costly chickens elsewhere. Priced at $4.98. A figure unmoved for years despite soaring fresh chicken, processing, and transport costs. That's no accident. It's deliberate. Sam's Club knows. Try this chicken once, and you'll return. They don't profit much from the bird itself. They're banking on the other items you grab while there. It's one of retail's smartest lures. But Members Mark chicken isn't just cheap. It's shockingly good. Juicy meat, lightly crisp golden skin, perfectly balanced seasoning. A flavor bold enough to shame pricier food brands. Some members jokingly call it holy chicken for its uncanny consistency, no matter the day. Many families don't buy one. They grab 2 or 3. One for now, one shredded for salads or soup, and one frozen for the weekend. Convenient, affordable, high quality. Here's the kicker. It's inimitable. Other stores may try cheaper chickens, but none match Members Mark's price-size taste trifecta. In an era of weekly price hikes, every shopping choice is more than spending. It's a stand. Choosing quality at a fair price means refusing to let your money be swayed by big brands or glitzy ads. It's control in a shaky economy. Found a worth every penny product like these? Comment your favorite Sam's Club item below. Your tip might save someone dozens next week.